When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline
walk
Are
round.
you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space out your
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the San Francisco 49ers.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, hey. 45, Mike, 45. Rip right, rip right. Check 13. Check 13.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 7, Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
56 is the match.
Here's Young from the shotgun. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, come on. 56. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on.
Young working out of the gun. That's into the hands of Edwards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 18 Gators. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. We got 4. We got
The first carry now. This is Williams. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
4 down. Check.
Bravo. I'll go. Snap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go. Do it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Titans.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Edwards. 23 yards on the play.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It'll be Young again. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football, if you're going to throw.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Schwartz. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
70, Indy. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Hey, Alpha. Ready.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
90, ball.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's get it. 5.
He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. It'll be caught by Rice. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Check. Fresno. 6-6. Bullet high.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Smooth.
2nd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, with the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Back to throw here. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Williams. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Now Young. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Young. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And all the way down to the 39. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Slam.
On the counter, it's Tomlinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
On the ready.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9.
Check. Hey, Delta.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Man open, Rice. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Go. 8 read. Watch twist. Get it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Young off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
You track. Mike 56.
To throw is Young. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to rifle into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Watch aim. Single.
Hey, Zoo. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
4 down. Check. Hey, box drop. 5.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready. 30 base.
Hey. 4 down.
Hey. High 7. Now.
They're going to look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Young. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Check 55, Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Hit it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Rice. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line.
49er, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Come on,
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schwartz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Ready? 10 2 stop. Watching you find. I'm coming.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Give me that ball, defense.
Begin. SOS.
From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2, now third down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Hey, wahoo!
But, gotta get the point. Get on the point. Go.
They'll set up to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 16-yard touchdown as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On second and 7, Young is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
90 Wolves.
Watch the slip.
Snap.
2nd and 13. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
30 base.
Let's go, let's go.
Hey, Echo.
Check 55 to Mike.
Shot.
55 to Mike.
Shoot.
2nd and 11. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
On 2nd and 12, Young. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
And the Titans first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw, Young. And he finds Austin complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Young got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll toss it to Henry. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, defensively, that's a nice stop there on third down here in the fourth quarter. Now, offensively, kicking the field goal, taking the lead, right?
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Especially since you got stopped on the previous play. But if you've got something you really like, something that you practiced all week, and you think, hey, this is the time to use it, this is the play, I wouldn't be deterred. I would gamble a little bit and go for it right now.
Go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. No. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Orbit. Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Ooh, ooh. 56 is the mic. I got him. 56? Oh, 56. Check 56.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hey, Haywood!
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Watch tight end, tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, exit. Let go.
They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
To throw again on 2nd down. Young. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. This is Henry. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Young here to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Okay. 56, right there, 56.
Now Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
1st down.
Cut it. Spot 56. You can't block me. You can't block me.
First down, here's White. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Henry. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
And trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. 23 yards the pickup there.
Here we go.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set. 70. Indy.
You got 3 down.
5.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception.